Hey, it's Jen with SitStayLiveHere.com. We showcase adoptable dogs in Connecticut municipal shelters. And today we're going to do this video. We're going to do just a little bit of a deeper dive into the weekly roundup. We posted a quick overview video yesterday. This gallery will be on the main page of the website, SitStayLiveHere.com. But we're going to go through and introduce you to each of the dogs and see if anyone catches your attention. We're going to start off in Trumbull with Muffin. Muffin is a beautiful spayed female. She's 3 years old. She's dog friendly. She does need someone that's patient with her because she does need to learn how to go potty outside. She was only an indoor dog and used pee pads. So if you're interested in Muffin, she is again over in Trumbull. Then we have Lady Jolie in Harwinton. This beautiful, slow-going little lovely, loving lady is female. We don't know her age or her breed or how she is with other dogs. Not uncommon when a dog first comes into the shelter. They'll get to know her as she's there longer. Hopefully she's not and she just finds a perfect home sooner. But this is Lady Jolie over in Harwinton. We got a little cutie in Mansfield, little Shih Tzu. This is Bernie. He's 3 years old, male and dog friendly, again in Mansfield. Jack Daniels in Hamden is a 4-year-old male. He's also dog friendly. He is again in Hamden. And we got a couple beautiful dogs in Hartford. This is Babs. She's a female, 3 years old, a pit bull mix and dog friendly. She very clearly just recently had a litter. They do not know where her puppies are. They don't have any way of getting the puppies. She was left tied to a fence. So she definitely deserves a really phenomenal home. This is Babs in Hartford. Then we have Freeway, also in Hartford. He's a male, under a year old, pit bull mix and dog friendly. Looks a little skinny, I think, but may also just be the camera angle. And then we have this cutie in Mansfield is Ozzy. He's a male, 6 years old, a Shih Tzu, also dog friendly. Cute pups over there, huh? Kane with his little sock. This is Kane. He's a pit lab mix. He's dog friendly, about a year old in Hartford. He was dumped in a park and is underconfident. He's very shy, so you may need to give him a couple meet and greets to see his real personality come through. Heading over to Meriden, we have this smiling boy who's Harvey. Harvey is a neutered male. He's about 1 to 2 years old. He's a pitty mix and dog friendly. They are saying that he should go to a home with children 15 years and older. Needs some help with basic training. Look at that good boy, huh? All right, we got a doodle over in Stratford. This is Barnabas. Barnabas is a neutered male, about 5 years old. He is dog friendly. He did have some neglect. His coat was real dirty, tangled, very uncomfortable. So they're looking for someone that has knowledge about doodles. And I believe his adoption fee is waived through the month of June. That may be all of Stratford. I'm not 100% certain. So definitely check out them directly for more details on that. But then we have Mocha in Meriden also. What a happy girl, huh? She's a spayed female, 2 to 3 years old. She's a pit lab mix, and she is also dog friendly. Apparently, she was walking down the street, and someone said that they were just going to let her go, and so she found her way into the shelter by a Good Samaritan. So she could use a really great, loving home. This is Shelby. I am obsessed with her coloration. She just looks so velvety and beautiful. She's a female, 2 years old. She's a pitty, unknown about other dogs. She is in Middlefield. She was tied to a tree in the woods. Luckily, she is warmed up to animal control very quickly, and they say she's full of kisses and zoomies, which is great. We got this good boy, Buddy, who is in Preston. Buddy is a neutered male, 1 to 2 years old. He's a husky mix. He was a little bit like resource guarding. He had some guarding behavior when he first came into the kennel. They believe that was just because of the kennel stress, but they are recommending a home with no small children. And of course, with any husky, a fence is always a good idea. This little pup will probably be gone. He was already adopted and returned. This is Brewster over at NECOG, and they said he was just too playful for their other pup. So this little pup is available with NECOG. You'll notice with NECOG, we don't link them to expanded profiles that we create because dogs get adopted so quickly at NECOG. We just can't keep up. So this pup here, you may see 2 names circulating, either Bugsy or Maggie. We saw Bugsy on Pet Finder, but we saw Maggie being shared by another ACO. This is also a new shelter for us. This is Old Saybrook. This is the first dog we've had from them on the directory. She's a female, about 9 months old, mixed breed. They are saying no phone calls, please. There's an email. You can fill out an application, which is right here. So you can fill out that application if you're interested in meeting Maggie Bugsy. Who else we got? All right. I joke that this is like The Shining. We're waiting on better photos. We don't have any details. These pups are in Ridgefield. I'm only going to click on this one once. There are 6 of them. They're at Ridgefield. If you go to the gallery and click on this, it'll bring you here to the phone number, the website, the Facebook. It was one photo posted with all the dogs, which was Apollo, Jojo, Max, Sally, Tom, Winston. Yeah, that's 6. So those pups are all in Ridgefield. If you hear my dogs going crazy upstairs, it's because somebody dared to come into the yard. So it's not allowed. We don't allow that around here. All right. Then we have we're waiting on more info on these 6, and we'll post them as soon as we can. Then we have a couple pups that I have held off on posting because we almost never post puppies because they get adopted so quickly. But we have Madison and Tyler, and these pups are in Stratford, and they were listed as 10 to 12 weeks old, but they've been listed for several weeks and they're still available. So we have them posted now. I don't know if maybe they're just like weeding through applications or if they're not getting interest, but we don't want to not give them visibility if they need it. So if they're overwhelmed, the shelter will tell you, but they've been waiting for a forever home for a little while. So that's Madison and Tyler. Also in Stratford is Opal. I do not know that Opal is available for adoption yet, but Opal needs help. Opal is a female. She's about 10 years old, in just really, really, really poor condition. So she really could use some help with funding for surgeries. You know, she's probably been neglected her whole life, so she definitely deserves that extra love and attention. All right. Then we have heading over to Bridgeport, we've got Dorna. Dorna's a 4-year-old female, small Chihuahua mix, tested well with other dogs, non-reactive in the cat room. That's Dorna in Bridgeport. Then we have Jax in Waterford, neutered male, 8 years old. He's a hound mix and dog friendly. Up to date on vaccines. I think he's had probably a bit of a rough life up until now, so he's looking for a soft place to land. We've got some newbies in Waterbury. I have no doubt the Wolfpack will get us some really great photos and videos in the near future. But this is Bowie. Gosh, I blanked out there for a second. Bowie is 4 years old. He's a pit mix, unknown with other dogs. But they say that he supposedly has a person, but no one has come for him. So he's now available for adoption. They say he's a beautiful champagne color. Photos don't do him justice, but once they get him out, I'm sure they'll be able to get some really great photos. All right, this is Gondola. Gondola is in Bridgeport. Gondola is a under 1-year-old, 8-month-old female husky who is dog friendly and non-reactive in the cat room. So if you're a husky lover, that's a great pup to go check out. And we got Hutch also in Waterbury. Hutch is a clown. He's a male, about 3 years old. Husky Shepherd mix. I love this. They say, we strongly suspect Hutch has never had a bad day. You should only adopt him if you want only good days from here on. So that is Hutch over in Waterbury. Then we have this beauty. This is Blade over in Woodbury. He's a Siberian Husky male. He's about 6 years old and 50 pounds. Been good with dogs he's met. They don't recommend cats, and they're looking for an adult-only or older children home. He's up to date on rabies, and he has a vet appointment scheduled for next Tuesday. So, which might have been last week. No, I don't know. They had a vet appointment scheduled. This is Lil in Waterbury. I know these photos with the chains are hard, but they will absolutely get some better photos soon. Hopefully they don't last long enough and you just fall in love through the cages. Lil is a female. They don't have her age stated. They don't know about other dogs, but she's a pit mix. And she's great at kisses, snuggling, and sharing meals. What a perfect little girl, huh? We got this cutie over in Bridgeport. This is Skipjack. Skipjack is a 2-year-old male terrier mix. He is dog friendly. This I don't think we can exclaim enough. They say he is full of energy. So don't be adopting Skipjack expecting you want Lady Jolie if you want a little laid back. But if you're looking for a super active, little crackhead terrier, then Skipjack's your go-to. All right, here we have Scout, also in Waterbury, male pit mix, under a year old. Other dogs unknown. This needs an owner who's ready for training because he needs help growing into be the goodest boy they know he can be. This beauty here is Banana Boat over in Bridgeport. Look at those lanky legs. My goodness, I love that. They're beautiful eyes. Female, 3 years old, husky mix, dog friendly, non-reactive in the cat room. Very energetic, as huskies are. Sassy, as huskies are. Beautiful pups. We got Tugboat over in Bridgeport, 3-year-old male, large pitty mix. Tested well with other dogs, non-reactive in the cat room. They say he's a pretty quiet guy in the kennel, and he's just looking for a fresh start. So Tugboat might be your go-to there. I got a couple pups here in Necog. We've got Lucy, who's a shepherd mix. And then Storm, who is a hound mix, a female. And lastly, in Bridgeport, we have Marcy. This is just my observation. I don't know this to be true, but Bridgeport they introduce dogs in like categories. So you can see like tugboat, gondola, obviously they're all different types of boats and, maritime things. Marcy came in with this grouping, but doesn't have a boat name. So I'm betting this is Marcy's actual name. This is a 3-year-old female spayed German Shepherd, tested well with other dogs, was non-reactive in the cat room. I am a sweet girl that recently suffered a loss. Is looking for a new home where I can share my love again. It sounds like Marcy definitely has a story and would love nothing more than for someone to go bring her home and love her, make the rest of her life the best of her life. We always get asked some basic questions whenever we do the weekly roundup, so we'll just include them here. Is this dog still available? Always contact the shelter. Details right here. The only way to know for sure is just contact the shelter directly. If you get a broken link when you click the photo, it's because we have removed the expanded profile because we've gotten confirmation that the dog has been adopted or is no longer available for adoption. And lastly, how do I adopt a dog? Every shelter is different. Many of the profiles will include an application. Stratford definitely does. A couple others there that I can't think of right now. But you can always do, like, filling out an application is always the absolute best way. Call, leave a message. A lot of these link out to Facebook pages. They'll have like embedded posts and whatnot. So there'll be adoption instructions on them. Bridgeport is great. They have their adoption instructions literally right on the profile itself. So we just copy and paste it right in. I'll show you that real quick. So like right here, it says adoption instructions, when the kennels are open, who to send it to. So they make it real simple. If none of these pups really catch your attention, if you just click on any of these, it'll bring you right to the shelter where that pup, is with other dogs that are, in that shelter. And then also, of course, you can just go searching by town, look at rescue dogs, or we have some preset filters as well. So if you're looking for a senior, a bonded pair, spayed female, that sort of thing, those are great options. But that is it. That is the weekly roundup. Here's the link to our YouTube channel. Make sure that you like and subscribe to always stay on top of those details. And we will be posting the weekly roundup gallery on the main page there within just a day or so. But you get a sneak peek first. So thank you so much as always. Thank you for saving local. Their lives depend on it.